Hey everybody, daily recap, March 8th, 2022. Let's talk about what happened today. So obviously a ton of volatility, round tripper, basically in the market, right back towards the lows into the end of the day. We came in, we were playing basically anything that had relative strength out the gate, and then once the market started to push to the upside, we ended up going after tech on the bounce, and me and all the mods, we did think it was going to be short-lived. We didn't trust the bounce at all. So we just kept scaling out, moving stops, scaling out, moving stops, and eventually we did get that turned back to the downside. And then we basically just waited, played the little bounce to the upside, and then we kind of were done for the day anyways at that point. But a couple different things that we did do today. Let's just kind of go from the equity side first, and then we can go into the options. But on the equity side, we did have a lot of smaller names. Again, on the long side, we came in with some CEI, we came in with some PED that we exited right out the gate. CEI, we got about 100% on that trade, which was great. PED, about, I would say 50, 60 cents on that. We played Tesla 3 times long today. Every trade worked. The last trade was the best. Obviously, you got that nice push into the 850 level on that. We ended up swinging some 850 calls on Tesla as well. We scalped some warps this morning on the upside for a couple points, which was great. We did some iSun as well this morning. If you follow me on Twitter, you would have saw that idea from yesterday as well. So we had that from 550 to $7.20 ish on the upside. We had some BABA short this morning for 2 points. We had some Visa short this morning at 188 for about a point and change. We had SPR long right out the gate. We had 1,000% trade on this. We had 20 calls. We also had in the high conviction area 21 calls for next week. We swung both of those. I think that SPWR is going to see continuation higher. Again, I really liked EV, so I figured we can get continuation push. GTech, we played this long out the gate as well from 585. Scalped that into the 630 level. We were in Sun W. On both the option side, the $5 calls from yesterday, which worked out really nice. And we also had it long from 380, so we got about a point and change on that. We were in Zoom long from 108. Actually had some nice relative strength in it this morning that we noticed. Grabbed it long, we played it into the 114 area, ended up getting stopped out of the rest in the money. Tesla, we talked about that. Polo, we were in this long as well from 480 this morning into the 660 area. That was a good little one. Something that didn't work, we tried some WWR, and basically it kind of just fizzled out. We grabbed it at 231, had tight stops on it, and basically kind of just pulled back on that one there. AMD, we tried a little bit of this short, ended up getting a little bit of turn, so we ended up getting stopped out of that. Flipping it long, grabbing it on the long on the equity side, grabbing the 110 calls long, which both worked out quite nicely on that. We were in SDDG long as well today. We played it from 320 into the 330 area. And yeah, that was a good little trade there. CSIQ as well. We were in this long right out the gate from 34.48. Basically held it the entire day, sold the rest here. I also do have a swing position on it though as well. DE, we had a 382 long this morning, played it to the 389 area, ended up getting stopped out the rest in the money. And yeah, basically on the equity side, we were pretty good. We did a couple other things like W long on that push from 130s to 137s. We were in UPST long from 113s into 121. A couple other things that we were in long, I think, during that push. Dash 85.70 to 87s. One that didn't work, we tried that EPAM at 192. And basically, it didn't stop us out, but we ended up just having to exit that position. Didn't end up getting to add into it just because it didn't follow through that 192 level. But all in all, on the equity side, really good. On the option side, if you do follow me on Twitter, I also gave the Sol trade. We had it long. We had the 6 calls long from yesterday, which ended up getting in the money about 1,400%, and I think probably a 2,000% by tomorrow. 8 calls were also given as well that we did a roll on, and those worked out nicely. Another equity trade that we had that was really great was CYRN from 880 all the way to the 1380s today. So that was another little good one there. Option side though, we did quite well, a couple 1,000% trades for a Tuesday, which is fairly rare. We had a lot of stuff on the upside when we were basically trading the upside, just chasing things because there was so much range, and then moving stops up, scaling out, moving stops up, scaling out. We did it with the SPY a few times, some of the other bigger cap names. I'm trying to look at some of the stuff that didn't work. There isn't really much. I mean, BA was great. We had the 185 calls, which worked out nicely. Facebook 200s from this morning, which ended up working nicely. Facebook had some great relative strength in the name. We had CAT 215s, which almost got in the money from this morning. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the option side. I don't see much that didn't work. we had CVX 170s, and then we rolled to 180s. That, I guess the 180s didn't work. It was a roll. We only did about a quarter size on the roll anyways. But I guess that's one that didn't work, even though it was a roll and there was no risk on the position. But you could say that one didn't work, sure. But other than that, really good day on both the options and equity side. This was a day trader's market, no question. And like I said, a couple 1,000% trades on the option side for a Tuesday, fairly rare. We'll see what happens tomorrow, guys. I don't know. I think the market is looking weak on the daily. You take a look at that inverted head and shoulders on the daily. It is broken, which means I would think we'll get continuation of 410.64 on the downside, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. A lot of volatility, a lot of range. If you guys are having issues trading this market, come, join us. Got a bunch of moderators that have been around forever. Over 100 years of experience just between three of us. And then if you, loop in all the other moderators, it's way over that. So we do stream from 8 to 4 p.m. every single day. Entries and exits are given on everything. Answering questions all day in regards to targets, what you're trading, risk reward, all that good stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Look for another update tomorrow. And we also do the Wednesday streaming every single Wednesday morning pre-market session, and that starts from 8 a.m. and will go to 9:30 p.m. 9:30 a.m. if you do want to join us for that. Like I said, thanks for watching. Have a good one, and we'll talk to you later.